let's talk about home-based business, everything you must know. And the thing here is that I want to really give you a full step, like a full guide, step-by-step guide to really kind of help you understand how to navigate the whole home-based business ownership. Okay. So here are the steps I really want you to pay attention to. So first of all, you need to actually decide on a successful idea. It doesn't matter whether you are working from home or you are basically actually working in an office or you're working in a co-working space, whatever. An idea is an idea. So everything starts with one question. What skills or talents do you have as a person? So you'll be working from home, and are you comfortable in the environment in which you will be working? In other words, this is your house, of course, but do you think that the house is great to receive guests, to receive family, and so on and so forth. But do you have the structure in place, the environment? Do you have, are you working from the basement, or do you have an office in your house that will be conducive to helping you actually be very successful in terms of running a business? But going back to your personality, what are the traits that you have? What are the skills you have? Okay. And basically, how can those skills and talents translate into a business idea? See, the whole thing here is that simply because you have skills or talents doesn't mean that you are going to be successful if you actually run your business from home or from outside for that matter, right? Basically, those talents or those skills have to be monetizable. In other words, you have to be able to convert those skills, those capabilities into a value system. And basically, the idea here is that can your business idea actually be run from home? In other words, do you need to go to an office, or you can actually run the business from home? Because not all business ideas are basically can be run from home. That's the bottom line. So basically, what you gotta really think about, and how do you actually find out if this is a great idea? Well, you want to first think about conducting market research. You want to consider startup costs. You need to test your idea. You need to test your idea to make sure that you are basically in the right trajectory. The second thing you want to do is you want to write a business plan. Okay. So once you have decided on a profitable home business idea, write a business plan. So writing a business plan can often be one of the most time-consuming parts of learning how to start a small business at home. However, it is really essential for the potential growth and progression of your operations. Okay. So because a business plan will give you a clear idea, a clear vision, a clear GPS as to where you're going, and whether or not, going back to the question I asked earlier, you can run this business idea from home. So when we talk about a business plan, we're talking about parts as essentials as an executive summary, an overview of your business, a market analysis, description of your product or service, a marketing and sales plan, and a financial plan and projections. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. The next thing you want to do is you need to choose a name and business entity. So if you're running your business from home, you still need to have a name, right? I mean, because you can't call it, home business. No, it wouldn't make sense. So you got to have a name. So you got to officially decide on the name of the business, and you want to choose something that's memorable, but also something that makes it clear what your business is or does. So once you have a name in mind, you want to make sure it is actually available to use. So there are a few places you can actually check this, including your Secretary of State's websites or a Business Bureau website. You can also check the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, the USPTO, or by doing a simple Google search. Okay. But that being said, extending your search beyond your state is especially important if you plan on launching an online component to your home business, as you will want to make sure that a potential domain name is available for your business's website. So this is important. And in addition to deciding on the name, you need to choose the business entity type to actually structure your business. I'm talking from the legal point of view. And the business entity you choose for your home business will affect how your business is taxed and the legal risk you are exposed to, as well as whether or not you need to officially register your business with the state. So when we talk about the business types here, the business entity, you have several types. You have sole proprietorship, you have general partnership, you have a limited liability corporation, the LLC, and you have a C corporation. Okay. And the thing is that we have an entire show that really talks about the pros and cons of each type. But it's just, you need to understand that if you want to protect your personal assets, if you want to shield yourself from legal liability, you want to have a business. In other words, you want to have a limited liability company or a corporation. And also, so you can be an LLC, but the way you file taxes can be as a corporation or as a partnership. This is a topic for another show, but I just want to see it very quickly here, so you have a clear idea that things are not really as straightforward as you think they should be. But the most important thing to remember here is that you want to be a business. Even if you're running the business from home, you still want to be structured as a legit business. Do not go the sole proprietorship role, because it's going to jeopardize your personal assets. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about home-based business, everything you must know. The next thing you want to do here is to register your home business. And so if you decide to form your business as an LLC or C corporation, you need to register with your state to start it and run your business from home legally. Okay. So we're talking about, so the exact process that you will need to follow to complete this registration will be unique to your state. Therefore, what you want to do is you want to consult your local Secretary of State or Business Bureau for guidelines on how to complete your business registration. So usually it's like you got to file like articles of organization or incorporation. You need to pay a fee. You need to also choose a registered agent, and you need to also get your EIN. So you need to get your EIN. So that's your federal identification number, your employer identification number. That's the kind of similar to your businesses, to your home-based businesses, Social Security. It's a 9-digit number. And so with the EIN, you can do a lot of things. You can actually open bank accounts for your home-based business. You can also hire people for your home-based business. That's not a problem. Okay. So once you've done everything, you need to get a business license. So basically, the business license means what? As a home-based business, your business license requirements may differ from other types of businesses. Nevertheless, the licenses and permits that you will need also vary based on the state where you are located. So generally, when you are starting a small business from home, you want to look into the following types of business licenses. So you have a home occupation permit, property use and zoning permits, and general business licenses and permits. So when we talk about what? We talk about home occupation permits. Most home-based businesses will require home occupation permits to operate legally. Essentially, this permit shows that by running your business out of your home, you are not adding significant traffic, noise, or harmful environmental conditions to your area. You also need to think about the property use and zoning permits. So when you're starting your business from home, you want to check into local zoning ordinances that apply to home-based businesses in your area. Some residential areas have strict zoning regulations that may limit or even prevent home-based businesses from operating. So you also want to check with your local or city government office to find out what regulations might apply to you. And so on top of the two earlier permits that are more specific to home-based businesses, you also want to consider any general business licenses you need to operate legally. So along those lines, you might need a business operating license, professional or trade license, sales tax permit, and more. The next thing you want to do here is that you want to actually separate your business and personal finances. This is so important. So at this point, you've taken the steps necessary to make your home-based business official and legal, right? Now you are ready to take the steps to learn how to run a business from home legally, starting with managing your finances. So although you may be a one-person operation, it's really essential to separate your business and personal finances, especially when you are just starting out, right? And as I said earlier, one of the downsides of some of the most common business entity types for home-based businesses is that you are personally responsible for your business's debts and liabilities. For this reason, it's really important to ensure that you protect your personal assets by separating your finances. Plus, keeping your finances separate will be crucial for bookkeeping, tax filing, and general organization. So what you want to do is you want to open a business bank account. So once you have your EIN, you will be able to open a business bank account, not a problem. You will use your business bank account to manage any money coming into your business, as well as for paying suppliers, services, or employees. Okay, so there is a variety of business bank accounts to choose from. However, you might want to start with the bank where you have your personal accounts or look for a free business checking account. So this is kind of cool. And you can also try to apply for a business credit card, for instance. This is a great opportunity also. And so business credit card will help you build business credit so that you can actually take care of you can have your financial profile with a Dun & Bradstreet, Experian business, and Equifax business. You can start building your paydesk score that way. The paydesk score, that's one business credit score available right now. So you can also choose accounting software. So you're able to manage your finances as a new home-based business. Okay, choose accounting software that will simplify a lot of things. So a successful home-based business actually will want to automate transactions to make bookkeeping and taxes much easier. Plus, if you are concerned about cost, there are options for free accounting software, including Wave, for instance, as well as specifically designed home-based business accounting software options. So the choice is yours. You have a lot of possibilities in that department. Also, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about a home-based business, everything you must know. The next thing you want to do here is to secure funding. So one of the benefits of starting a business from home is that you can eliminate some of the costs associated with renting an office space or operating a brick and mortar location, right? So you don't have to worry about rent and all the ancillary costs. In some cases, you might not have any business startup costs at all. So this is kind of cool. And so basically, but again, the thing is that you are going to secure funding in some way, shape, or form, because basically you're going to have not everybody will be selling to you on a net 30 account. In other words, you will not have a net 30 days of credit. No, they want you to pay cash. And if we're talking about a lot of money, you're gonna need a loan or a line of credit. It's called a working capital loan to sort of help you run your home-based business. Everything depends on how fast, and it depends on the business vision you have and how fast you want to implement it. Okay, and it's really important also to understand that everything you want to do, you want to start it with the bank where you're currently at. That's really critical. You want to actually start everything with that bank, so you are clear when it comes to how to manage things. Okay, so when we talk about business credit, when we talk about securing funding, this goes back to what I said earlier about building business credit. Also, you want to basically have a paydesk score. So paydesk score is basically your Dun & Bradstreet credit score, and 80 is considered great, not great. It's considered good. Anything above 80 is really great. Okay, and so that's what you want to fight for. You want to really shoot for anything above 80. You also want to look for net 30 accounts. Trying to really have net 30 accounts so you can start building your business credit as well as your personal credit at the same time. The next thing you want to do here is to set up your office. See, the whole thing is when you work from home, it's very easy to forget about that aspect of things, right? I mean, you want to actually run a successful home-based business, and you want to set yourself up for success. So although there are a number of benefits to starting a business from home, there are also some drawbacks, namely that you will be working in the same place that you live. For this reason, it's important to designate a specific home office space in order to promote productivity and separate your work from your home life. And this is really important. So what you want to do is you want to choose a designated space. You want to invest in the right furniture, tools, and technology. You want to decorate your office in a way that works for you. And you want to take steps to minimize distractions. If you're working from home, you are going to have distractions no matter what. Okay, so it's up to you to really find out what works for you and really stick to it. The next thing you want to do here is to set up tax accounts and learn about deductions. So understanding business taxes can be one of the most difficult parts of running a business. And as a home-based business, you may actually have unique tax obligations. And this is kind of important. So I've talked to you earlier about how to obtain an EIN. You're going to need an EIN. An EIN is also called an employer identification number or a business tax ID number. Okay, and basically with an EIN, you can file taxes depending on the business entity. You can file either Form 1065, Form 1120S, or Form 1120, depending on the business entity. And you also, as a business owner, you need to get set up to pay self-employment taxes quarterly to both the federal and state government. If you have employees, you need to establish payroll withholding accounts. And if you collect sales tax, you actually must set up sales tax accounts with your state. Okay. You also want to consider some key office tax deductions you can enjoy when running a profitable home business. If you use your office regularly and exclusively for your business, you will qualify for the home office deduction. In most cases, you can claim this deduction by calculating your square footage the simplified way, or calculating specific home office expenses on Form 8829, the regular method. Okay, so this is what it is, and taking advantage of this deduction can help you save money come tax season. Let me give you a few pro tips to kind of help you run a successful and profitable home business. So the thing is that even if you have technically completed all the steps that I said earlier to start a home business, the learning process will continue as you begin your day-to-day operations. You will learn every single day, especially if you are in an environment where you're already comfortable. Your mind, your brain, your skills, everything will be actually like you'll be so sharp. You'll be able to learn all the time. So once you've gotten to this point, you might consult the following tips to successfully run a small business from your house. First of all, you need to consider investing in business insurance. Although insurance might not be one of your initial priorities, investing in business insurance can be crucial to mitigating your risks and protecting your personal assets. You never know, you got to cover your back, literally. You got to cover your ass, literally. At a minimum, you want to look into general liability insurance for your home-based business. So you want to also create a business websites and social media profile or profiles to promote your business online. And so one of the best ways to actually establish and promote your business's presence is to create a website and social media profiles. And these online resources make it easier to interact with customers, giving clients an opportunity to learn about who you are and what your business does, as well as reach out for more information. Okay, very important. So always you want to be marketing your business. Marketing is really essential to your business. It doesn't matter whether your business is based at home or outside. You need to actually always market your business. You can start your marketing strategy by referring back to the plan you developed as part of your overall business plan. As you learn more about your customers and what works and what doesn't, you can adjust your strategy accordingly. And also you need to determine when it's the right time to hire your first employee. Okay, so when your home-based business is growing to more than you can manage on your own, you want to consider hiring your first employee. So being an employer, however, will mean that you need to meet additional requirements for insurance, taxes, and more. Therefore, you not only want to ensure that you can complete all of the steps necessary to hire an employee, but that you can afford, and it's the right time to do so. So you basically the thing here is that you gotta have a clear eye, like a clear-eyed view of how you have to structure things so that you do not find yourself on the wrong side of the law, right? You want to comply with state quarterly and annual taxes. At the same time, you want to really comply with federal quarterly and annual tax filing processes. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Into this conversation, I was just giving you home-based business, everything you must know. So I give you the steps you need to really follow, and then I give you the pro tips. So the steps are as follows. Decide on a successful idea, write a business plan, choose a name and business entity, register your business, your home-based business, get a business license, separate your business and personal finances, secure funding, set up your office, and set up tax accounts, and learn about deductions. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.